Good morning from the Motu Aito Lodge here in Fakarava.
This is a stunning resort. It is an eco lodge and it has so much to offer, and it's actually quite unique as well, quite exclusive. It's very remote, so as you'd expect, you can have remote amenities.
Yeah.
So let's go in and go explore it.
We have an island all to ourselves here. We're going to show you what they have to offer. Now keep in mind we are very remote, so there's not a crazy array of things to do, but it is very much a dive resort.
Exactly. As we head across the dive shop to show you the dive shop, we'll run some drone footage. Let's go.
Now behind me here we have the transfer boat, meaning you get picked up from the airport, which is on the North Atoll. You spend about an hour on the boat and then you come over to the South Atoll where this nice lodge is. Now this is not the dive boat. The dive boat is a Zodiac, which we'll show you some clips of later. This is purely the transfer boat. You get to see all of Fakarava on the way. It's really beautiful. We'll run some clips of that as well.
Now, one of the things you'll notice when you come off the boat is you actually have a gym right here. Now it's just for weightlifting. Now of course Tahitians or French Polynesians really love weightlifting. It's a big passion for them, and they have it here for you guys to join in as well. You can come along at any time throughout the day, 24/7, and do a little workout.
Now behind me here we have the dive shop. All equipment is included in your price at this dive shop. Currently it's all Mara's equipment, but they will be swapping to Scuba Pro soon. But that's wetsuits, whether you want a shorty or a long wetsuit, all 3 mils. It's nice warm water here, around about 28 to 30 degrees. BCDs, regulators, tanks, everything. The tanks, they've got both 12 liter and 15 liters, so if you're a little bit of an air hog, you can dive a bigger tank. I actually used a bigger tank. I'm not an air hog at all. I just couldn't be bothered to swap to a 12 liter. So even if you're not an air hog, you can dive those as well. Right here, we've got the pass. This is the dive site we do here. Yes, there is only one because it is such an incredible dive site. You can do it over and over and over. You can do it at incoming tide and outgoing tide, and there's different things to see each time. Fakarava South is known for the wall of sharks. Just shark, 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 shark. And so you will see that when you are diving the pass. You can see on the map there's 4 different routes of it, and you can also see in the footage that the pass comes through. You've got a little bit murkier water, that's usually at incoming, and then super clear water at outgoing current. So it's really cool, lots to see, and we'll show you some footage of that. As for any good dive shop, you can, of course, wash your gear on site. The beauty of staying where you're diving is you can leave your gear here all the time. So as soon as we got off the boat, we took our dive gear, we left it here. The next morning, the Zodiac came and picked us up. We could leave all our gear with them, and then on the last day, we could give it a nice rinse in the tanks. Of course, we'll take our wetsuit off, leave it up to dry, so that it's nice and warm and dry for the next dive.
Now, being so remote and far away from the mainlands, what we have here is we have the water tower because they collect their own rainwater. Now what that means is the water is not drinkable here. But don't worry, they have bottles of water for you guys, which are recycled as well, and you'll have them at all your meals, and you can get more throughout the day if you need. But it means you're getting fresh water to wash your dive gear, and you're also getting fresh water for the showers as well. Now, when you're coming through the resort, you're going to head to the main communal area, where you have your dining, all your meals, and a little lounge area. But what this area made me really feel like was like we're in Pirates of the Caribbean, and you'll see why. Let's go.
Now here is where we have our 3 meals of the day. We have breakfast at 7, lunch at 12:30, and then dinner at 6:30. They serve all the meals. It's a lot of fish because they get the local fish from the lagoons right nearby us. Any food scraps that are small amounts go into the water for the sharks to eat, which are always coming around the lagoon here, which is super cool to watch while you're eating dinner.
Perfect. Now throughout the day, you may start feeling a bit more thirsty, or you need your coffee hit. Now they have hot water jugs, and they have coffee, hot chocolate and tea for you guys to grab any point throughout the day, and you can ask these to be filled up. They're very accommodating, especially Mummy, who's the owner of the resort. She loves helping out her customers. Also, we have along here, you have your ketchup and so everything else you need for your dinner. They're all sitting aside. But if you do leave food out, just remember to put the cover down on any food that you're leaving out, because we're on a remote island and the wildlife will come and try and take it. Or the cat, both.
Now you've got some time in between dives, so you might want to just lounge about. These are the super comfy lounge chairs. They overlook the little lagoon area and where all the sharks come through. They're a great place to play cards. We did Monopoly here, all that sort of thing. If you speak French, they also have Trivial Pursuit. I can barely play it in English, let alone French, but we'll leave that up to you guys. Now you can get all of your games at the library, so let's head over there and see what they've got.
Welcome to the library. Now this is a great area to hide away from the sun during the day, where you have the games of Connect 4, Monopoly, Trivia Pursuits, but you also have books that you can grab. They have them in English, there's also French ones, there's also some German books. Now you can do it where you can take them and leave your own books behind in a swap system as well. They also have a little mini museum as well here with artifacts of different marine life as well from the years and some coral as well. It's a really unique, interesting place. And also just behind us, behind the library, is also the kitchen as well, where they make all your meals as well, and this is where you can come and grab bottles of water or extra little snacks during the day.
Behind me there's also another little island that this bridge connects us to. That's where the electricity is, and it's also got a bunch of really good rocks for skimming. So we spent a little bit of time over there just skimming rocks. On either side of me here we have the lagoon, a great place to shark spot. If you haven't seen enough sharks in the past and you want to see more here in the lagoon, you just look down and there is always going to be a little black-tipped shark to see. They live around here until they get big enough to head out into the big wide ocean. Usually they're pretty small, around about this big, and their little fins stick out of the water, so that's pretty cool.
Okay, as we said, you're on the little island. This is a great space to actually fly your drone. In French Polynesia, your drone can only go up to 120 metres and nowhere near airports. Next to the airport's the other side of the island, you can fly the drone and you can see the stunning footage that you guys get. Now on the island, you see behind us, we have a pylon. This is actually the telephone pylon, so if you have local SIM card or you have international data, this is a great place for you to get signal to be able to communicate back home. Unfortunately, there is no Wi-Fi on the island. However, if you travel with eTahiti, you get Tahiti Wi-Fi router that connects straight to that pylon, giving you 1 gig of fast internet a day, which is great to have.
Alright, come on into the rooms. So in the rooms, it's a pretty basic setup. They have a bed for sleeping, covered with a mosquito net so you don't get bit up during the night. Coming onwards, you have plenty of places to store things. You also have hangers, a couple towels so that you can hang those up to dry, and places to put all your clothes. Now this is the best part of the room. All the rooms are open up so that you can see into the lagoon, and you often have the sharks passing by here. We have some really cool footage of that, so we'll show you that. But they often come by when they're being fed during breakfast and dinner time as well. Now all plugs here are European. We already mentioned that they get turned off during the night, but they work perfectly throughout the day for charging. There's 1 power source here and 2 by the bed, so plenty for a room with 2 people. And then, of course, we've got the bathroom. Pretty simple bathroom. You've got a toilet and a shower. Works just like any shower would. Water comes out. And then we also have a couple outdoor showers at the rest of the resort, which we'll put a B-roll through as well if you're in one of the superior rooms. And in the superior rooms, we have an outdoor shower. Thank you guys so much for coming along with us and exploring this beautiful exclusive lodge here in Fakarava.
I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and as always, we'll see you guys in the next resort tour.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.